I'm ready for Friday. I'm fighting Matt Mitrione. Matt Mitrione is right now he's 3-0 in Bellator, so he's considered supposed to be the number one guy, especially here in Vegas with the bookies. They have him winning it, which I don't mean to take. I'm always about taking the money from Las Vegas and from the bookies, so I like them odds.
Yeah, that's true. You fought him once before, though. I mean, is this a case where he gets a little bit of motivation out of that fight, or I guess how does that matter now? How does that factor into things now?
I don't know what motivates him. I think for me, it definitely motivates me just because I want to bookcase my my fight career. My very first fight, I won a tournament, and towards the end of my career, I want to finish out winning another tournament.
The both of you were even on the Ultimate Fighter together, and that was really long ago. And then you look at this fight that you had with him where you TKO'd him in the first round, if I remember right, and that was about 5 years ago. So, like, when you have a rematch, though, with that much time in between, do you really look into the first match as, like, this was a bookmark for what he's going to be like now?
I don't know exactly because this is my very first rematch. If I was to do a rematch with any of my other fights that I'd like a rematch with, I definitely go off of those fights and go, okay, I'll never make that mistake and try to not make that mistake and become the better fighter. But like with every win and loss, I became a better fighter, and February 16th on Paramount Network, I'm going to win. I've definitely worked with a lot of striking coaches, but for this camp, I've worked mostly with Dewey Cooper and Nate Velasquez, just because, Dewey's a kickboxer, and that's what probably Matt's going to do is a lot of kicks. And then, of course, Nate Velasquez to get my hands better. And, of course, over Extreme Couture, could kind of round it off. He can be a well-rounded MMA guy.
This is something you talked about when you signed here. You thought there was going to be a heavyweight tournament. You were excited about it. When it got put together, you saw the brackets and everything else. What did you think of the tournament and all the contestants that are in it?
I like the tournament. I didn't really care who was in the contestants because as soon as you have a tournament, it makes it real easy. Like you just get 3 wins, and then you just have to go from A to B to C, and then you become champion. So it makes it real simple. And it makes it really easy for the fans to follow. That's the one thing I like about the tournament is where you don't have to worry about, well, I know that guy's won 9 fights in a row, but he's not fighting for the belt because that guy doesn't want to fight him because he's scared of him, or, oh, that guy made a lot of money, so he doesn't want to fight right now because he doesn't want to fight. I don't know.
My last question for you, is there anyone in this tournament that you're kind of really itching to get at that you really want to fight?
Yeah, Matt Mitrione.
Right.
So you don't look like Fedor is somebody that you really want to have an opportunity to get at in this tournament?
No, I think that's the other side of the bracket. The other side of the bracket, Frank, I would like a rematch with anybody that I've ever lost to, just because I've asked for that many times, and in the tournament, it kind of forces their hand. So I like that one. But I would love to have Fedor. Fedor is a bucket list because I would have the trifecta. I'd be the only one that ever beat Fedor, Crow Cop, and Big Nog. And that's the trifecta of all heavyweights.